Hi, my name is Eric Elam. I'm going to be doing the review of the Foxelli mx20 165 lumen headlamp today. I'm kind of a flashlight freak. I have a lot of headlamps. I have so many flashlights laying around. Spent a lot of time trying to find a really good light, and this is one of those lights that you really enjoy. It's definitely my new favorite headlamp. So let's talk a little bit about this. It has four modes: 165 max lumen brightness, which lasts for 5 hours, which is when you're out camping or doing most night activities, that'll take up most of an entire night or 2 nights of actual flashlight usage. However, you're not going to typically spend all night at 165 lumens. It has a medium mode at 80 lumens and a low light mode at 40 lumens. 40 lumens is more than bright enough for most campground activities. 165 lumens is typically only going to be used if you're going night hiking or something specific where you're going to need a lot of light. It also has a strobe mode on that white light function at 165 lumens for maximum visibility. It also has a red light feature. That red light feature has 3 modes as well. I think it rates somewhere between 10 and 15 lumens. It has a solid red light for night vision to make sure that your eyes stay adjusted to darkness. It also has an SOS strobe mode for SOS, 3 fast blinks, 3 slow blinks, 3 fast blinks. And it has a steady red strobe function as well. Now the instructions which it goes through, it's got right in here. It talks a little bit about the lights, got the ratings on the lumens, everything else in here, but it doesn't exactly tell you how to operate all the modes. If you're familiar with flashlights, it doesn't take that long to figure it out, but I'm going to go ahead and walk you through how it works right now. The first press is 165 lumens. You can see it's very bright. It takes us down to our 80 lumens with a second press, down to the 40 lumens. This next press is going to take us to the strobe function, and then it cycles to off. Now, you can push and hold the top button for 4 seconds, and anytime it'll turn on the red light function. The red light function starts off always on solid, then moves to the SOS mode, then moves to the steady strobe. Then it cycles back to the solid mode. The only way to turn it off is you have to push and hold the top button for 4 seconds for it to turn off. This actually kicks it back to the last white mode you were in. The last white mode I was in was off. That's why it's able to be off. If I had it in a different mode, it would kick back. For instance, if I had it at 165 lumens, kicked it over to the red lamp, and then I kicked it off, it actually wouldn't turn off. It would go back to the last white mode where I'd have to cycle to the down. This is, again, a very useful light. It's very well built. The construction of the headband is very durable. This is not one of those cheap elastics that's going to wear out after a few usage or with just a little bit of UV exposure. It's very strong and it'll last for a long time, and it adjusts very well from everybody with a big head like myself all the way down to my 3-year-old daughter who also loves flashlights. Now, what's really unique about the Foxelli, they took a lot of time and effort to be able to make sure that this was a great outdoor product. One of the coolest things I think they added was something very simple. This right here is also an SOS whistle, which means, if you were out somewhere and you needed a whistle, you'd have access to a whistle, make noise, be able to attract more attention. Again, it's a very small thing, not something you typically expect from a flashlight, but you have all this extra real estate and these plastic buckles that are useless anyways. The fact that they took the time to add an additional feature, I think is just incredible. Now, there's another light bulb you see right over here in this corner that you can't quite tell. It's like, well, what does it do? Bring it a little bit closer so you can see it. There's actually a low battery icon above it, so it'll actually flash when you get low battery. Let me show you how that works. I actually have some low batteries right here. Okay, now that I've put in these lower light batteries, you can see I'll push it down, and we've got our light coming on, and you'll see that there's a blinking orange light right here. I'll cover this up so you can see the blinking orange light. Can you see that? So you can see that blinking orange light now. That's just a low battery indicator to let you know when your batteries are getting lower. It's another great feature because that's something that often people don't understand is, well, how do I know when my batteries are going to run out? When do I know I need to change them? It gives you a great warning. They spent a lot of time in engineering to put into this. It's also got a very solid, sturdy construction. This is something that you could drop a few times, and it probably wouldn't stop working or get hurt. It's very durable, and I know because I break everything. Literally, I've been through, I don't think I've ever kept a phone for a year. Every single one of mine has to be replaced. I've broken a number of indestructible cameras, flashlights. It doesn't matter what it is, I use things. This is one of those products that I know that will be durable and stand up to the abuse that both me and my children will give to it. Come with this, highly recommended. But also in the package, besides the very minimalistic packaging and the instructions, comes with some branding stickers. So if you want to go ahead and take a look at a good flashlight at a great price point where you aren't going to be breaking the bank to be able to get a great flashlight, this is definitely the flashlight to take a look at. It might be comparable to some of the black diamond spots or some of the other similar headlamps out there, but at a much more reasonable price point. So take a look, foxelli.com, at their new flashlights.